this one. That's perfect. Both of them is perfect. Ready to go. All right. All right. DNAradio.net. The True School Show. Starting 8 Ski 225. Queen. Okay, now, just want to make sure I got it. Broadcast. Record. All right, this is the DNAradio.net. Queen Mother Lois in the house for the Black History. So everybody get ready to grab their pencils and papers and write everything down. You can learn about Black history. Here we go. Are you ready? All right. All right, party people out there in the world. All right, here we go. This is time to hit the road. Okay, Queen Mother Lois, what we're going to be talking about today? What is the whole subject is all about?
First of all, we'll be talking about when other people call the po-po on us.
Okay.
And also about the protesters about the King Tut exhibit.
All right, okay. All right, so let's start working at it. Here we go.
Okay.
Okay, here we go.
I don't know if you heard about this, but this is about a Toronto Chinatown restaurant forced to pay $10,000 to a black diner after making him prepay for his meal.
That was this year?
Yes. Well, no, it happened a couple of years ago, but
okay.
The lawsuit just went through.
Oh, okay.
It said a Toronto restaurant is being forced to cough up some serious cash to a black patron after they required him and 3 of his friends to pay in advance for their meals.
Oh, I heard about that one.
Oh, you did, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, the Ontario Human Rights Tribune ruled that Hong Shong Chinese restaurant violated the Providence Human Rights Code and will have to pay Emil Wickham $10,000 for a 2014 incident in which he and his companions were asked by a server to pay for their meals in full before receiving them. In Newsweek reports, the server explained to the diners at that time that it was the restaurant's policy.
Mm-hmm.
This is what the server told the guy. You know, this
right. Yeah, I heard about that one. That one was the guys went to go eat.
Yeah, it was his birthday.
And they told him they got to pay first.
Yes.
Before they eat.
Yes.
Yeah.
So Wickham and his friends who had gathered at the popular Chinatown restaurant that day to celebrate his birthday, they paid for their meals but felt something wasn't quite right, noticing that they were the only black people in the restaurant, and Wickham asked other patrons if they too had been asked to prepay, and they said no. So they filed charges against him, went to court, and the other people lost.
Yeah, they won. They lost.
Yeah, so they had to pay him $10,000.
For a meal they should have paid $20.
Yeah, and the black diners questioned the server, who eventually confessed that their group was the only one asked to pay in advance for their meals. So the server told him he was honest. So this happened. This ruling was on April 18. So a lot of things is coming to pass. You just got to go on and do something about it,
right,
instead of just accepting whatever they say. You know.
That's true. Because they always knocking us out and charging us more money to do stuff, and wind up it's wrong, and then they get sued and they get mad.
Okay, according to court documents, Wickham said that the restaurant discriminatory treatment prompted him to realize that no matter how well dressed he was and how well spoken, he still was regarded as a N-word.
Yeah.
No matter what he does.
Whatever he does, that's what they...
What kind of job he got, whatever, it don't make no difference.
No.
Okay, we have another one. Couponing while black.
Coupon?
Yeah.
Coupon.
Pizza Inn denies black man's coupon, but accepts same coupon from a white friend.
Ain't that something?
Yeah. Sometimes you just want to be able to use a coupon to save on a pizza deal. But if you're a black man trying to use a coupon at a North Carolina Pizza Inn, you may be out of luck. Unless you have a handy-dandy racism support human and known as a white friend to run insurance for you. If you carry a white person along with you,
right,
let you do it. So Link Alexander said he tried to use a coupon at Rocky Mountain Loft Pizza Inn that advertised a free buffet, but he was immediately denied because the manager said he did not recognize the signature on the coupon. Hours later, Alexander's white friend activated his Ollie powers like a good white friend should and was able to use that same coupon.
So what he did, he went in first to play the role to see what happens.
Yeah.
And then his white friend went in next with the same coupon, and they accepted him.
Yeah.
Ain't that something?
On the first one, he told the guy he didn't recognize the signature. And then he accepted him. So the guy wrote about it on Facebook, but I don't know if he sued. But in an interview with WRAL-TV, Alexander explained that his roommate Rex tried to test out the coupon and returned it to the same location. The server immediately accepted the coupon. So the white guy was a roommate of his.
Yeah, they blame the chick role to see what happens. That's what you got to do now.
Yeah.
It's a shame. You got to do that.
And they seated Casey for him to sit down. So Casey wasn't having it, and some of the management asked if he was actually able to use the coupon since he covered the signature. He even covered the signature up. He didn't even show him the signature. He still accepted.
So he didn't show the signature, he still got it.
Yeah. But they told the black man didn't recognize the signature.
Right. Ain't that something?
And the manager said, oh yeah, that's not a problem. And while he was agreeing to it, I took my hand off the coupon, and as soon as he saw it, he recognized it. He immediately jumped into the same thing and told Link, the issue is I can't really read the signature. I can't tell whose signature that is. I can't make it out. I don't think the owners would allow me to accept it. So when the white guy showed the signature was the same person, she recognized it. Then she turned around and started talking crazy again.
Yeah. Oh, man.
So in response to this racist allegation, Pizza Inn corporate office added, this particular restaurant did not recognize the coupon that was presented and did not accept it from either guest. Our employees were exercising caution. So they tried to back them with that. But they've been exposed, though.
Well, I tell you, people today, boy, we living in a world of hate.
Yeah.
Hate over color.
Yeah. And see, now since during the times of cameras, all these things being exposed about the ordinary thing you do as a black person now. Mm-hmm. Okay, moving while black.
Moving. Moving.
Okay. You like driving while black?
Right.
This is moving while black.
So they're moving away.
Well, this would happen here, the problem about moving.
Oh, yeah.
Moving while black. A former White House staffer accused of breaking into his own apartment.
He was accused of breaking into his own apartment.
Yeah. He worked at the White House. I don't know if you remember about Bill Gates. This was something that started as soon as President Obama was made president. And this black man had lost his key, and he was trying to climb it through the window. And
I heard about that, yeah. I heard about that one. They stopped him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was Gates.
Yeah,
the black man.
Yeah. And then Obama invited them both to the White House to
get a beer.
Yeah. And then since Obama felt like this was wrong, they went after Obama saying he was being a racist because he said his friend shouldn't have been arrested.
Right, shouldn't have been, no.
This guy was a professor at the college.
I tell you, you could be whoever you are. If you're black, they just don't want you.
Here's an updated list of reasons why the cops have been called on black people. Breathing while black, walking while black, holding a cell phone while black, eating at a Waffle House while black, sitting at a stall black while black, and now you can add moving while black. And that's just what happened to a former White House staffer, Darren Martin, as he was moving into his Upper West Side apartment in New York City. Martin, a native of Bronx borough, was moving into his new apartment Friday when a future neighbor called the police about a suspected break-in. But of course, Martin wasn't breaking in, he was moving in. Martin took to Instagram to document what was happening. I'm in my apartment, but you know, you can't go nowhere without the cops following me.
Yeah. And somebody called in.
Yeah, well, one of the neighbors. The police showed up at Martin's apartment on West 106th Street, and according to the dispatch, a large weapon was involved in the burglary. Yeah, maybe that large weapon was furniture. That was the person said he was breaking in.
Yeah. That's the person they see, those kind of people, they need to give them a ticket for calling in.
You're wasting time.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Somebody called the cops on me in my own building, Martin said, while I was standing in the hallway with the cops. About how many are you all? About 6 of them showed up. They always show up in gangs, the police does. You know, they like, it's a fun thing to them. All of them want to show up and overpower one person.
Yeah.
Like they did that black lady.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I seen that.
They pulled out the car.
I put it on Facebook like crazy the other day.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then Instagram too. I sent everybody.
They scared her to death. She
Yeah.
was an old lady.
65 years old.
Yeah, and they all crowding around her and pulling out the car. And
cursing out like they're going crazy.
Yeah.
See, that's what I'm saying. The only way this is going to stop, I can't say it on air because people might be listening.
I understand.
Because I know how it could stop it.
Yeah.
The whole thing. But I don't want to say it on air because people might be listening and they'll follow what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So I have to somehow remind myself and tell my people how to do it because it's a way we could do it to stop the whole thing.
I understand. They say, of course, the colonizers will assume, colonizers mean the other people who always.
Yeah. They see us, that's what they do, call up.
So somewhere there's a neighbor, people around that door staring all at Martin. However, he said he's not going anywhere, and he shouldn't. What he should do is bring more black people along with him when he move in. Oh, that really would be a problem, yeah.
Yes, it will. You see so many black people coming in, they be mad.
You can go and do a break.
Okay, y'all people, we're going to put some music on. This right here is a song by the new guy we know. Name is Nate Ski 225. He is doing a song from Marvin Gaye. What's going on? Check it out, people. See what you think.
Nate Ski in the house. 2004. Let you know what's going on.
The melody of my voice is number one top choice. I'm with the rhythm dedicated to all my boys. If you like the sound of all the people, a black, white, Puerto Rican, Chinese, the language.
Everything sounds good. We'll sing along.
What's going on? What's wrong with society? It's going strong and it's wrong. Keep on finding me. We gotta make a change, gotta make it quick. And I'm sick and I'm tired and I'm sick. The news said that you are amused and abused. The drugs they use, the gun they choose. But society couldn't find solution. So it left up to me. A Nate Ski to write, recite, get the crowd hype, and hopefully might just see the light. A bit more than life than a rock and the mic with a fake gold chain and a gun in the die. The gold I like is the gold to the cheek. If you know like I know, you gotta believe. You gotta sit to be weak, I better be strong, but you must figure out what.
¿Qué está pasando con mi gente en el barrio?
I want and things I need. I have to have a family to proceed. When I was in need, it was nobody there. It took a little while, but my family shared their emotions, their feelings, their love and their joy. The problem I have will slowly be destroyed. I struggle to survive, I persevere. The hardest to get my family stare. Me away from the negativity to the positivity. Ain't a cat on earth can take it with me. God bless me. The devil cannot trust me. Step in my path and you might get that G. Yeah, New York,
Califa,
LA,
Arizona,
Atlanta,
mis lejanos. ¿Qué está pasando con mi gente en el barrio? ¿Qué está pasando en mi gente?
What's going on with love and its problem? A man to a woman, both need to suffer. I tried to show my love through commitment, it didn't work. I had the wrong equipment, no gold chain, didn't sell cocaine, didn't call out her name, but the name remained, and I'm alone. Where's my lady? And I'm supposed to be alone, maybe, just maybe. That one girl come in my life, being my child, be my wife, share my love, my faith, my dream. I'm supposed to love, oh so it should seem. What should I do? Or what should I start? Or what should I do to catch her heart? But regardless, whatever, I must stay strong and still wonder, man. We're back. We're back in live. Okay, so people just start listening to again of the Queen Mother Lois Show, History, Black History.
Okay, is the music gonna still be on?
Yeah. All right.
Okay, I was reading this article and I thought about your wife, since she liked Chick-fil-A so much.
Yes, you do.
So Lamonte hard work is paying off. Most recently, she was awarded the company's Symbol of Success, an honor reserved for Chick-fil-A operators whose business experience particularly high sales growth. She said it's humbling to be honored, but I feel like I'm just getting started, said Lamonte. At age 26, Lamonte became one of the youngest franchise owners in Chick-fil-A history. But her Chick-fil-A story started many years before. Lamonte began working at a Chick-fil-A restaurant outside of Atlanta, Georgia when she was 15, as a way to earn enough money to buy her first car. Turned out she liked the job, but when it came time to attend Spelman College, she'd been working at the Chick-fil-A restaurant near campus as a director on the leadership team. At the time, I thought it was a great job to have while pursuing my degree in theater, said Lamonte. That is until her restaurant operator pulled her aside to ask her about her long-term goals and recommend a career in leadership. That was her manager, asked her what she wanted to plan to do in her life. She said she never considered, sometimes you just need someone to help you see your potential, said Lamonte. She changed her major to economics and pursuing owning her own Chick-fil-A restaurant, a dream she achieved in 2011, only 5 years after graduating from college. Perhaps it's only fitting that Lamonte's first restaurant was a Chick-fil-A restaurant across the street from the University of Southern California, USC.
USC, okay. That's where she works now.
That's what she owns.
That's what she owns. Oh, she owns right next to USC out here in California.
Well, you can't beat that, huh?
Oh, out here in California?
Yes.
Oh, okay, okay. So she owned that, a sister.
Yeah.
Soul sister.
Yeah, and she's only in her 20s.
That's good.
And you know those college kids, they have to find something that's reasonable price.
Right.
So they come over there to her restaurant.
That's good.
So she said her passion to help her team grow. And now, since she's had this one across from USC, this spring she will open. She's already opened because it's past spring. She will open the newest location in Los Angeles at 7th and Figueroa.
Oh, okay. That's downtown.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
You know
Another sister.
where you get off the freeway?
Right.
And when you get off, you know, it's when you find that famous pancake restaurant and stuff on
Oh
the
yeah,
right-hand side
yeah,
of the
right
street.
there, the one they was going to tear down, but they didn't,
Yeah,
because
right.
everybody voted.
Because
now.
it's well known.
Right.
So it's going to be right in that area right there.
Oh, that's good. That's good. It's in California, people. I know
Yeah.
you're out there in the world, in New York, Atlanta, or in the UK. We are talking about California, because we are in California.
Right. And the thing about it, Nate, is that,
And she's a soul sister. Check her
yeah,
out. That's her right there.
but what I'm amazed at most of, Nate, is that the franchise fee was so cheap,
Yeah.
$5,000.
Oh, ain't bad at all.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Because like Burger King's and them, you know, like was worth over $100,000 for a franchise fee.
That ain't bad, 5,000. So I can get that up in no time.
Yeah, because see, like back in the 70s, I wanted to get one because my husband had came into some money,
Right.
and I wanted to get a Burger King. And some people told my husband, say, I was dreaming because, you know, like people like us shouldn't own stuff like that. You know,
Don't know why.
you know what I'm saying? Say, I'm just a dreamer. You know, see, you know, 'cause us kind of people don't do stuff like
Nah,
that.
they were jealous.
And at that time, it was very cheap. It was, I think, at that time it was in the 70s. I think it was because I called the home office and asked about it. I think it was about $8,000 at that time.
Man, that would been all.
So we had more than that because my husband had just finished a lawsuit for an accident, so we had the money and I wanted to invest it. At Burger King back in the 70s.
Wow, it would have been hot right now.
Oh my God, money, money, money.
Yeah. So that's 5,000 Chick-fil-A. I might have to check with them.
That is really good.
We might have to talk to them for sure. I might have to do
that's
something myself.
Because I mean, much as your wife loved
Yeah,
Chick-fil-A,
Chick-fil-A. That's right.
she's a big fan. I'm not a big fan of
Right.
Chick-fil-A. I don't like these fries.
Yeah, she loves
But she
Chick-fil-A.
love it.
Yes, she do.
I mean, that's all. And you know what? My other daughter love Chick-fil-A too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Cheryl loves Chick-fil-A.
5,000 ain't bad.
That is fantastic.
I want the price still the same.
Well, it just happened the last couple of years.
Okay, so it might be still 5,000. It might be, you know.
If it's 6,000, you
Yeah,
know,
still
better
get it.
you better get that money together
Yeah.
and get one out in this area.
Yeah, because it ain't that many out this way.
Go see if you can find. Is it any colleges out in this area?
Yeah, it's a college out here. There's a lot of colleges out here. We're talking about money, people, how to make money.
Or even near high school.
Yeah. Oh, high school too. Yeah, all the new high school out the street could put one right here.
Oh yeah, you right, huh?
Right here.
Oh, look here, and a lot of factories too.
Yeah. I might have checked on that then.
They let you
That's
go
a good
somewhere for lunch.
idea.
Yeah.
I'm going to call them up. I got the money in the bank right now.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Because you know what? They have to go somewhere quick for lunch.
Yeah, because there's nothing right here.
Yeah.
Nothing. All they got is they got the 7-Eleven and they got the AM/PM. But there's no fast food place right here. They got some, they got some, but not
They have
fast
to
food.
they have to go all the way down to the freeway to be near anything.
Right.
And most kids leave. I don't know if you're able to leave the campus up here, but you know in Inglewood, the kids go right down the street.
Yeah, 'cause they got the school right there, and then they got
Yeah.
a school up the street.
Yeah.
All schools around here, people go there. I'm not gonna check that out. Chick-fil-A, that might be a good idea.
Your wife would love to
Yeah,
manage one of those.
that's it.
Yeah. Because you got to do something that you love to do, and that's what she loved.
Right.
So she would stand by their product because she'd been eating it for years.
That's right. That's true. We
Yeah.
can call them up tomorrow. I gotta be
Yeah.
Monday.
Yeah.
I gotta see what they say.
This is over 20 years that I know that she's been a fan of Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, you're
That's
right.
why I made a point of bringing this, because I know how much she loved Chick-fil-A, and her franchise fee was that low.
Yeah, that ain't bad at all. Wow. I'm gonna call Monday.
Uh-huh.
I'll let you talk. I'm gonna let you talk, 'cause I got the money. That's no problem. Yeah, I'm about to do that too. 26 years old. Wow. Yeah, we could do that. That's all right.
I remember a subdivision when we first moved to Carson. It was a new subdivision, and it was just a freeway right there by it. But it wasn't any stores where you can go get some bread in a hurry. You had to go maybe about 12 blocks to get a loaf of bread.
Wow.
You know, most people want to just go get a loaf of bread.
That's it.
So we was talking about club members because we had like a political club. And I said we should all get together and put some money and get a 7-Eleven franchise.
So that was good too.
Because for a neighborhood where people can just walk down to the corner and get
Right.
a loaf of bread.
Yep.
And do you know, but
People didn't want to do it.
They didn't want to do it, but you know what? Now they got one that right there in that same corner.
Same corner, huh?
Yeah, same corner.
Yeah, fly. That's true. That's true. That's good. Yeah.
Because it's a lot of neighborhoods like over there, like on Crenshaw. There's no grocery stores in the area. Crenshaw in Manchester.
Mm-hmm.
It's no store. So if you want a loaf of bread, you have to drive all the way down to Weston
To get it.
to get a loaf of bread. But now since the 99-cent store opened up, they have bread now.
Everybody going there.
Yeah.
The 99 cents or something else.
Yeah.
They making money.
See, they sell bread there too.
Yeah.
And like I said, you get Wonder Bread, you get Nature's Own bread for 99 cents. It's marked down, man.
Marked down to the price. All right.
Because you know, bread now is like $3 and $4 for bread.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Okay, the next thing I'm gonna talk about is about they having the presentation of King Tut right now, and the people been out there protesting in front of there. This is a picture of the people protesting.
Oh, right here. Okay.
Yeah, because this is what the articles say, and it's dealing with King Tut, Nefertiti, and all of them. Now, they said, since 1976, the artifacts of King Tutankhamun have toured the United States twice. Each time, the sponsors have been careful to directly or indirectly deny the fact that the pharaoh was a black African. In 1976, the exhibit catalog cautioned its readers that any dark depiction of the king had no ethnic significance. Just because he's dark don't mean anything.
Right.
It don't mean he's a black person. Now look at this picture of his grandmother. Now look at her color.
That's the grandmother.
That's his grandmother, Queen Ty.
Yeah, she black for sure.
Yeah, now hold a picture up. They say that don't mean she black.
She's black, people. All your Facebook people and YouTube, check it out.
But the people who presenting this, look at the features.
I see. Yeah.
And they say
They say she ain't black.
They say no, it don't mean she black just because her skin is dark. They say anybody can see she's a Caucasian. That's what they said in one article. They say anybody can see that she's a Caucasian.
Man, that's
Put
crazy.
it up again. They say anybody can see that she's a Caucasian. Look at the features. So the people have been out there protesting because of that. And they say in January 2012, DNA Tribes Digest published the results of their examination of the mummies of King Tut, his mother, his father, paternal grandparents, and paternal great-grandparents. And the findings indicated that when compared to various populations around the world today, these mummies have an overwhelming genetic relationship to the people of Southern Africa, the Africa Great Lakes, and the tropical West Africa.
Got the nose, got everything.
Yeah, it's there.
The nose is like we all got. The mouth, where everybody want to be. They want to be like us. They want to get the mouth. They want to get the nose.
But the thing about it is because these people have done such great things, and they buildings have lasted forever. You know, over 5,000 and something, is going close to 6,000 years since they built the pyramids.
Wow.
And the paintings inside the pyramids, the colors, the paint is still there.
Still there.
Beautiful colors. And now when you buy paint, you have to repaint over and over.
Yep, you're right.
But those people had some kind of extra special knowledge that their paintings have lasted 6,000 years. Right now, you paint a house, you got to paint it again.
That's right.
And that's really hot weather over there in Egypt.
Yeah, real good paint. That's what it is.
Yeah, they had extra knowledge, I think, because it was the beginning of the universe.
Mm-hmm.
And I think God gave them extra knowledge. For the things that they did has not been able to be repeated. You know, like when they built the pyramids, they said you can't even get a stick pin through there. And they didn't have no saws at that time.
They have nothing.
Yeah.
Use a hand.
But they rocks.
Clays.
Yeah,
Clay together.
It's so close together. So what people have to remember that in the beginning of the African civilization, the people were very dark. But during the time of like 3,000 and something years later, the Greek man, Alexander the Great, came along with his people, and they moved into Egypt after they conquered Egypt, and they started intermarrying. And as people intermarry, the next generation get lighter and lighter.
Oh, so they got together.
Yeah, they did, because they went over there and conquered that land.
Right.
And so they started intermarrying, like people like Mariah Carey, you know, Halle Berry and all them.
Right.
Well, the children don't be as dark as the kids of the other generations. They get lighter. And, you know, you see so much of that now with all this intermarriages and children from that.
Right.
So how come they don't understand that?
Because they don't want to.
Yeah.
They don't understand. They don't want to understand. They want to be. They want to keep us. What they call that? Let me see. They want us to keep being fear.
Yes.
And want them to be. They want to be. Want us to be in fear, and they want to be dominant of us. Don't realize you want to be like us, but you don't know how to be like us. So you always want to stop us and kill us and all other stuff because you hate the way how things is happening on our end. But like like the man above said, leave my people alone.
But see, Nate, when you make a movie, if I want to make a movie about the 1940s, I have to go into the library and study the way people dressed in the 40s. And when you make a movie about a certain time, you have to have people dress a certain way. Like if a person's making a movie, a black movie, about the 60s and stuff, well, they know people were wearing naturals at that time. So they would have the movie actors wear naturals.
Right.
So when the people make movies, they didn't went back there and seen how the people used to dress and the clothing they wore and everything. So when they made Ten Commandments, they had already studied about that. But why you put Yul Brynner to play Pharaoh?
Because they don't want nobody to realize we was the ones was there.
Yeah.
Black people. That's it. They don't want to see that. They want to let people think they want to keep them with power. Let people think that they
want to keep on propelling a lie,
right,
and not the truth. And so they just put somebody else there to represent the Pharaoh at that time, Ramsey, even though they know it's not true.
That's true.
They just keep on perpetuating a lie.
Yeah, keep it going.
And when I talk to other people about that, I told them about it, and they said, "Well, I never thought about that." I say, "Well, you know, you're not the only person who's bamboozled. You know, they tried to bamboozle you and us because you don't even know the truth too."
Right, true.
Yeah, they didn't know. But I can't watch that movie again about the lie because they should have had Sidney Poitier playing that Pharaoh. Now here's a picture of Nettie Petiti. I have her picture, and so they want to say she's white, but she's
black too.
She's from their family, Queen Ty and Pharaoh Akhenaten. And I have a picture of Ramsey the Great, the one who they had Yul Brynner play. I'm gonna pull it up in just a minute. So next week, you said you still hadn't seen that movie about Shaka Zulu, Nate?
No.
You have to see that movie. This is Ramsey the Great. Look at him. This is the guy who Brynner played. Yeah.
He's black for sure. He got a big nose like that guy.
Yeah. Show it to the audience.
Okay, let me see. It's right here, people. Oops. That's it right there.
Yeah.
Look at his nose, yo. His nose just like my nose.
Ramsey. That's Ramsey.
That's Ramsey.
Yeah. One of the greatest kings in Egypt.
He got a nose just like me. Look how big nose he got. Ain't that a Ramsey?
And look at the features.
Yeah, features the same thing. Late 1292 to 1290 BC.
Mm-hmm.
City
so that's before Christ, 1200 BC.
Wow, ain't that something?
So you know what? Like a long time ago, when people died, they was able to preserve the body, but they didn't just go to dirt. See, like this is how that man statue look now. It's mummy. After all these thousands of years,
you could YouTube it too.
They was able to preserve a person's body.
That's amazing.
They had some way out knowledge and how to preserve, because see, like what they did during them days is they would stick something up the hook of the nose and pull the brains out through the nose.
What?
Yeah, they pull the nose out, the brains out through the nose.
Wow.
And when they embalm them, they would open the body up and take all of the organs.
Mm.
You know, like the intestines and the liver
Right.
and stuff. Take all that stuff out and put like incense and all kind of flavorings with, you know, incense, oil, and all that stuff.
Right.
They put it inside the body. But they would take all the soft tissue out and then sew it back up. That's what they were doing almost 4,000 years ago. So they knew how to preserve your body and let it dry out. Right now, you turn to dirt.
Yeah.
You know when you die. So, that's a big picture of them there.
Yeah, it is a big one here. There you go. That's Ramsey, yo, Ramsey. When you watch the Ten Commandments, you know it's all a lie.
So you can do a song now.
Okay, we're going to take a little break. Now, this one here, another song by Nateski 225. We're playing his song today. And this right here, tell everybody to what?
All right, people. This song for everybody to have fun. Because you know what? People out here in this world, you know, it's a troubled world in this world. But we need to smile, though. Know who we are. Smile. Smile. Everybody in the house. Everybody in the world. Smile. Because you ain't dead yet, yo. Dead people don't smile. What you worried about, man? Don't worry about nothing. You're here for the grace of God. To be here having fun. So you need to walk around smile. You know you got to smile, girl. Yeah. Smile. You ain't dead yet. Come on. Better smile. Dead people don't smile. Remember that. Throw your hands up in the air. And give a touchdown. Say, smile. I said, smile. Dead people don't smile. You know what I'm saying? You worry about what? Money? Money comes first. You know what I'm saying? Money comes first. You know what I'm saying? Dead people don't smile. I'm black and I'm proud. That's why I smile. I'm black and I'm proud. You know what I'm saying? That's right. That's right. 'Cause I'm black and I'm proud. That's why I smile. I got power. Hey, hey. Come on, brothers. Realize that. Sisters. All races, you understand? Walk around proud. Being sad. Just smile. 'Cause no one, you ain't dead yet. Come on. Dead people don't smile. Realize that. Come on, brothers. Realize that. Sisters. All races, you understand? Walk around proud. Being sad. Just smile.
All right. Here we go. All right. That was Smile by Nateski 225. Okay, we'll get back into it and talk about the Black history with Queen Mother Lois. Here we go. All right, back in action.
Okay. This story here is about a lady known as Queen Hesed-Put. And she was she put a beard on her chin to act like she was a man, but didn't know she was a woman.
Right.
And she built this palace. Look at this palace.
Wow. She built this?
This came out of the mountain. That was carved out of a mountain.
Wow.
And they have a place in the White House, in Washington, D.C., that is patterned after that. With all those windows going up.
That's good.
Put that picture in front of her.
Yeah, that one I gotta.
Turn around.
That one I gotta fix. Okay, people see that?
Beautiful palace.
Yeah.
Now this was built. This was before you had tools.
Before they had tools?
Yeah, to do. This is going back, man, 3,500 years ago, 3,500 years ago. And look how they carve these windows, and they're all even. Everything is even. And they had a pathway going down, and it's just magnificent. I just love I would love one day to be able to go to Egypt. They say Queen Hezeput was the daughter of the third pharaoh Tutmos and Queen Yames. During the lifetime of her father, Hezeput became the spouse of God, the supreme priestess of God, Amon. Hezeput was the only woman in the history of Egypt who managed to set up a double crown of Egypt on the head. Hezeput has a secular and religious honor. She was presented as it was necessary to the real pharaoh with the aura's attributes with the beard attached under the chin. After the death of her father, she was married to stepbrother Tutmos II. When he died at a quite early age, Tutmos II became his only heir. Her shepherd one ruled the state instead of him within 22 years. The board of Hezeput has marked itself as prosperity and eminence of Egypt. From all spheres of the state activity, Hezeput has proved itself, first of all, as a pharaoh builder. The queen has restored a set of monuments. However, at the ring of Hezeput is a historical riddle. Her name isn't in the list of the pharaohs of Egypt, which shall remain on the plates of Egyptian temples. Pharaohs also ignored her in Chronic, and all descriptions about her are shattered. This is what they do. If they don't like you, they try to destroy your statues and scratch your name out of history. That's what they do.
They do it, try to take us away. Nobody knows what's going on.
It's sort of like, because they did that to King Tut's father. They tried to erase him because he was the first pharaoh that believed in one God. Because the rest of them, they believe in a bunch of gods.
Right.
And he only believed in one God. So the priests didn't like him because they had a lot of power. And then when he said he wasn't going to worship these different priests and all this stuff like that, he moved to another place. And when he died, they just destroyed that town and moved their capital back from that town because they didn't want no mention of him ever done.
Ain't that something?
Yeah, that's what it was.
Same thing like before with the Watergate. Not Watergate. With the Black Wall Street out there in Oakland.
Yeah.
Same exact
But
thing.
it's sort of like what your friend, who you call such and such, he's trying to erase the history of Obama.
Oh, he's Orange Cheeto.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he reversing everything he did.
Everything he did.
He is going through just erasing everything.
So we got to vote in 2018, November, people. Got to vote.
And they got some kind of election coming up next week, too.
Yeah, I got one out here, yeah.
Because, see, like, you have to vote for your congressman.
Primary, yeah. Got to do all that. People got to realize they got to vote.
Because most time people just want to vote for the
presidency.
President, but they don't think about the senators and Congress, but that's who people who pass the laws.
Yeah.
So you really have to get out there and make a point of writing their names down and voting for them. And tell your friends to also do that. Try to take somebody to the poll with you.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people who are seniors who don't want to leave the house to go vote, make sure you register to be an absentee voter where you can vote at your house.
That's true.
Right, without going to the place to vote.
Mail to you, mail to you.
Yeah, that mail, because I got mine in the mail already. So
I got mine too.
I think don't they have maybe about almost 50 people running for governor?
They got, I know they got 500 women is running. I know that 500 ladies is running for sure.
It's a bunch of people running for governor.
Yeah. So we got to make sure we get the right one out here.
Mm-hmm.
Because we got one that's out here now. He's not for y'all.
Yeah.
His name is, what's his name?
You know what his name is.
I'm trying to think of his name. That's, he was a governor before. Well, he wasn't a governor. He was something before.
Well, what he did was, He took an old picture
And put
of our President Obama, and he's using that picture what he took a long time ago.
in this
To
old
act
picture.
like it's acting like it's current.
Right,
You know,
it's
they
not.
endorsed him and stuff like that. So he's getting by with it though. Okay, one of the greatest movies I've seen is Shaka Zulu, and the music is fantastic too in Shaka Zulu. So this was a person who came along and he resented. Well, he was his father ignored him when he was born, so that caused a great resentment in him, and he denied his mother. So he grew up as a child, and they would tease him because he didn't have a father figure in his life.
Right.
And they wasn't accepted nowhere. Everywhere they would go, people would torment him and torment his mother. And they would be cast out of villages, and they wasn't able to fend for themselves, to go out and kill an animal where you have to go out and eat.
Right.
And so he went through all that torment as a child. So it made him very angry, and he grew up to be very angry. And so he became a warrior. And he eventually became the king. But he was known as a great warrior. He made a spear. Instead of having like a long spear to fight with, he made like a shorter spear, but he made the blade really, really sharp.
Oh, okay.
And so when he fight, he was able to kill people in a hurry. And he became known, and he was feared, and so they killed all the neighboring tribes, and he was just going from place to place, just winning. And then he set up a system of fighting where he would entrap people. So if the person they was fighting was ahead of them, what he did, he would have his warriors split up and go around the side.
To get him.
And then once they got the people in the middle, because they'd be right here, and then he would have all these people separate, and they would go like this. And they would get behind.
Get behind him. And
Get behind him. And then they would close in.
Wow.
And kill him. So they say even right now, just like in the wars now, they say the people right now would pattern themselves after that kind of attack on the enemy. Like soldiers right now, they do that.
They do the same thing.
Yeah,
Ain't that something?
One day, I think it was Powell.
Oh, Powell.
Yeah, he talked about this guy, about what a great warrior he was, the knowledge he had how to do war.
We all got knowledge for sure.
Yeah.
But we got all this stuff we invented. You better have knowledge.
So he was. I'm gonna have to get that movie. You know what? If you can't find it on the internet, I'm gonna get it for you because you have to see that. Okay.
Okay, we got one more song coming up. This is from Naski 225. Check them out on iTunes, all different devices. And then check them out on DNAradio.net on Wednesdays and Thursdays and Saturdays. Tonight you'll hear them, Naski 225.
Come on. Yeah. Here I go again. Ha ha ha. That's that one. Ha ha. Check it out. Ha ha. Can you see it? Come on. Yeah. Ha ha.
Yeah.
we're going to start up in a few minutes. This song is almost over. All right, people out there in the world, here we go. From California, Riverside, Fontana, Corona, all around, Pomona. We are here in Los Angeles, California with the Queen Mother Lois Show, Black History.
Okay. Next, we will talk about Swaziland. It's a new name. The king renames the country the Kingdom of Swatini. So, the president of that country of Swaziland announced the news on Thursday during a celebration of the 50th anniversary of Swazi independence. Mizaki said the change is to shed the country's past and revert back to before British colonization. That's before the Europeans came into Africa. They had their own names of their country.
Right.
But then when the colonized people come there, they change their names of their country. So he wants to revert back to the name that they had in the beginning.
Oh, okay, so they want to change the name.
Yes, and he said that by the name being called Swaziland, a lot of people think they're talking about Switzerland.
Mm-hmm.
And he said he don't want that. So from now on, the country will officially be known as the Kingdom of Swatini. He told a stadium crowd. He said that the name Swaziland has also caused confusion. Whenever we go abroad, people refer to us as Switzerland. So he said, in Swatini means land of the Swazis. So we've talked today about history of Africa and America.
Right.
So we got to know both because that was our roots.
Mm-hmm.
And I always want to acknowledge that. That was our fatherland or motherland, whatever they want to say. And so we have talked a lot about Black history and things. Anything you would like to say about what you have learned?
Well, I learned a lot. It's, the black, what's going on in this world is a lot of hate. It's a shame is happening. And, most people know there's always been hate in this world. But it wasn't, it used to be out front. Now it's more out front because of Orange Cheeto, the president we have to name. That's his name, people, Orange Cheeto. And he's the one who's got all these people coming out, calling cops up on us for anything. We could be tying our shoe. Oh, call the cops. So that's what's going on today. Just like the young lady who was sleeping in her own in a college. She was sleeping, and the girl called the cops on her, and she's going there.
Yes.
Paying her money to go there. And the cops come. What they need to do with those kind of people is write them a ticket to stop having the cops come for something that's stupid. Write them a ticket. When they start doing that, that will stop. And the other part with the police, we will get that stopped one day. It will be stopped one day. Because I have a solution. I don't want to say it on air. But this has been a good day for Queen Mother Lois Show. So people look out on it on Facebook. We'll be on Facebook.
And YouTube.
And YouTube. We will have it on YouTube by tomorrow, and Facebook is on now. So y'all check it out on DNA, on Andy Lee Facebook, and it will be on YouTube tomorrow. So y'all all keep in touch, and every first Saturday of the month, you will learn your Black history on Queen Mother Lois Show. So people will be aware, and coming up next, in another 35 minutes, East Coast time, 9:30 East Coast time, 6:30 in the West. It's Central time in Chicago. I think it's.
So it's 3 hours difference.
Yeah, so it's same thing as well. Chicago's like maybe.
So if it's 4:30 here, that'd be 7:30 there, huh?
Yeah, 7:30 there. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so y'all, could it be 7:30 there.
So Nate, every day you listen to history of the Black man. Because you listen to your radio show every day.
Right.
You made a decision in your life that you wanted to learn, didn't you?
Yes. I listened to the Black history on my man, the Black Eagle. Mm-hmm. That's right. So you need to check him out too. The Black Eagle on 126 Sirius XM. And I've been listening to him, and I learned a lot what's going on in this world. So we got to all go out there and vote. If we want things changed, only way going to change is us going to vote.
You have to choose knowledge, and you chose.
Right.
To
knowledge.
learn.
To learn. Got to learn my history. And now I'm going to learn my other history of my own generation, where I'm from. I'm going to be learning that soon.
Yeah.
So people out there, peace, love, and happiness. This is Queen Mother Lois signing out. Peace.
And I say toodaloo. See you again next month, in the month of July.
July. Next month, July, the first Saturday of each month. So we're going to have some music coming off. The song she likes to hear from Nate Ski 225. Yeah, man. Live out in a suburb of New York City. Well-educated young man. Went to college, major in economics, finance. His dream was always to work in a large, well-known Wall Street stock firm. He grew up in a small town in Iowa. His parents didn't have much, but they always had enough to eat. His father was a good man, but had an alcohol problem. Alcoholic. His mother was a homemaker with 3 children, myself and another, a brother, a sister. Grew up always saw their father drinking, mother and father always fighting. As the years went on, I got so tired of dealing with my father always drinking, always abusing the family with alcohol. I decided to work hard in school and get good grades. Eventually, this got me a scholarship to a well-known college in the state of New York, NYCU. And then the time went on. Leo met a wonderful young woman in college, which eventually led to dating a serious relationship. After that, about 3 years, they got married. After marriage and graduation, his long life dream was to become a stockbroker in New York Wall Street. As time went on, he became the stockbroker on Wall Street. More times, when his wife became pregnant, after the pregnancy, his wife wanted to pursue her career. He wasn't very fond of that idea. He wanted to have more children. Meanwhile, the wife felt trapped. He always felt that things at home was fine. Yeah, man. Lived out in a suburb of New York City. Well-educated young man. Went to college, major in economics, finance. His dream was always to work in a large, well-known Wall Street stock firm. He grew up in a small town in Iowa. His parents didn't have much, but they always had enough to eat. His father was a good man, but had an alcohol problem. Alcoholic. His mother was a homemaker with 3 children, myself and another, a brother, a sister. Grew up always saw their father drinking, mother and father always fighting. As the years went on, I got so tired of dealing with my father always drinking,
always abusing the family with alcohol. I decided to work hard in school and get good grades. Eventually, this got me a scholarship to a well-known college in the state of New York, NYCU. And then the time went on. Leo met a wonderful young woman in college, which eventually led to dating a serious relationship. After that, about 3 years, they got married. After marriage and graduation, his long life dream was to become a stockbroker in New York Wall Street. As time went on, he became the stockbroker on Wall Street. More times, when his wife became pregnant, after the pregnancy, his wife wanted to pursue her career. He wasn't very fond of that idea. He wanted to have more children. Meanwhile, the wife felt trapped.
All right, just like today, we felt trapped with this orange Cheeto, but we all right because the man above is blessing us. So y'all all say peace, love, happiness. We out with Queen Mother Lois.
Toodaloo.
Okay, I gotta go to the master. Take that out. Take that out. This up. Oh, finish.